Mental health and substance use disorder are issues that, for those who are willing to work on them, are wholly bipartisan. And
half the murders in Philadelphia are committed by people under 18. We have got to get mental health services to these people.
What I do know is this, and that is we as a state, we as a society, need to do a better job with mental health.
Well beyond the threat posed by school shootings, just the fact that the largest inpatient mental health care facility in a state of 30 million people is the Harris County Jail in downtown Houston, Texas. And what the hell does that say about who we are, what our priorities are, and what we value in this state?
We'll be focusing on the most severely mentally ill individuals that we have identified here in the subways. We know who they are. We know who needs the most help. And I believe that not only will this provide help for them, it will also help alleviate the fear of many of our riders today.
All right. And she won. So mental health has been a key issue for many candidates during these midterm elections, with anxiety, depression, suicide rates currently at historic highs in this country. Not helpful that COVID impacted all of this. Yet nearly half of all Americans do not have access to mental health resources and tools. And with the holiday season approaching, it can add to the isolation and loneliness. But this morning, there's a new resource. Grammy-nominated and multi-platinum singer-songwriter Jewel has just announced the launch of the Not Alone Challenge. Its goal, to raise awareness and provide proven tools for mental health throughout the holiday season. More than 120 thought leaders, executives, celebrities, athletes, and mental health experts are coming together to participate in this campaign. And Joe, you and I are as well. It's the Not Alone Challenge. It inspires people to create short videos sharing their support and advocacy for mental health, then challenge and tag two friends and also participate and share their stories. There's also an online auction which funds the funds go to support Jewel's nonprofit organization, the Inspiring Children Foundation. And Jewel is here between me and Joe on the set. It's so nice to finally see you in person.
Oh, I've been a big fan. I'm glad.
I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
And it's personal for you.
Yeah, I moved out at 15. I grew up in an abusive home, and I wondered if kids like me, if happiness wasn't taught in my home, was it a learnable skill? Was it a teachable skill? Especially for someone like me that didn't have access to therapy or traditional tools. Turns out there's a lot you can do, and there are really proven tools that work, and so our goal is to start scaling these, because 50% of people that need these types of tools don't have access to them.
And let's talk about that, because, you know, I've been talking to Mika for a couple years now going, can we create an app or create something called community? Because people are so isolated and people
especially
are
so
alone, especially during COVID. But that's exactly what you're doing. There is loneliness out there. And unfortunately, so many people, especially in rural areas, don't have the ability to get the type of help they need.
Yeah, we can't scale therapists quickly enough. So finding proven more that are like skill-oriented or behavioral-oriented, that are skills you can practice, that are proven to work, that's just based on science, are the kinds of tools that we really need to make sure people can get, especially in those, what I call mental health deserts, these people that don't have access to them.
And there are a lot of those mental health deserts. It's one of our great challenges. Anxiety, depression, suicidal ideation, suicide. All of these problems going up.
Yeah, everybody's touched by it. We're seeing it across every demographic, every age group, every socioeconomic background. So part of the Not Alone Challenge is really making sure that we have resources that are tailored to those specific communities, because people's problems are differently, and you need people that look like you, sound like you, and understand your problems to be helping.
And you care especially about children, given your own experience, and I really appreciate what you're doing for children through your own organization.
Yeah, we're called the Inspiring Children Foundation. We've been doing this for 20 years, back when nobody really cared about mental health. But the good news is, over this 20 years, we've really cultivated a toolkit that really works. We have one of the highest success rates in the world of helping kids with suicidal ideation, and we're free. I think we're the only free one with those types of things.
And we have in common a doctor who works on this, who's in our audience today, Dr. Blaise Aguirre.
Yes,
so he finally got us together.
Yeah,
he wanted this to happen.
Yeah.
So yay.
I know.
Yay, Blaise.
Yay, Blaise.
Okay, so it's...